مرحلة ثالثة قسم الترجمة في هذه المحاضرة من منهج بحث. Today's lecture is brainstorming and narrowing down techniques. There are many important stages in writing down your research, and you want to look forward for things that can help you to gather details, to classify the data you are gathering. And one of the important solutions for your work is to brainstorm your mind and then to narrow down the ideas, the data you got, in order to write something very unique and reliable. So the lecture is brainstorming and narrowing down the techniques. It is also important for you to know that you need to practice and to train yourself on other techniques that can help you to do that. So what is brainstorming? Brainstorming is defined as a flexible creative thinking technique. Flexible means that there are different techniques can be included, different exercises can be included within this technique, and they are creative thinking technique. Why? Because they can help you to enhance your thinking and develop your thinking in order to reach for a solid work that help you to come up with new ideas, to expand your ideas, and to refine ideas. So we have to reach 3 points. Number one, to come up with ideas, expand the ideas we got, and then to refine the ideas we got in order to write something good. In your creative process of preparing, also we can use it for what? For not only for writing research, but brainstorming is very important for also for your daily assignments and weekly assignments and monthly exams. It is important to mention here that this technique is not only confined or related to the beginning stages of writing your research. No, you can use it in different stages. Since there is a problem, or since there is an intention in your mind or from your teacher to supervisor to expand your ideas and to refine your ideas and to present something very well. So it is very important to know what are these types of brainstorming. There are many types. If you search on your internet, you can get many types, but the most important three we are talking about today is making a list, free writing, and mapping. We need also to know what are these and what are the possible examples we can get here. Listing in this technique, you are going to list down, to put down a list of words, phrases, sentences under a particular topic. So you are going to write down the sentences you got, the data you got, the examples you got, the translated sentences you got, and then you're going to classify them according to particular topic, to one topic. Yeah. You can do this by having list. The list can be either defined, classified according to the general topic, or they have similar ideas, similar points, common sense, or you are going to they are completely the opposite of each other. So we need to see. Now we have this. Either we are going to have the main topic, the main sentence, the main phrase, the main word, and they are going to have arrows from it in order to expand this idea, to have a list of it, or you are going to have a list, the normal list we have, and we're going to classify them into 3 columns, 2 columns, and to see whether they are similar or they are opposite. Something normal, something we use to do that. The second technique is a free writing. And it is very common in our students' work. They write down everything. For example, in your lectures, you are going to write everything mentioned by the teacher, by your tutorial supervisor, and going to classify them into suitable ones and to refine them. You let your thoughts flow as they will, putting pen, paper. So you're going to use pen, paper, pencil, corrector, whatever you want, in order to write down whatever comes into your mind. So what comes to your mind, you are going to write it directly. And then don't judge the quality, don't care about the quality of the writing, whether it is grammatically correct, whether it is suitable according to the style you're writing. No, we are going to have what comes to our mind, and paying no attention now. See, to list, to spelling, not going to pay attention now to grammar, punctuation, because this is this second step. After we classify them into sorts, into according to paragraph, for example, according to chapters or sections, we are going to have to revise them, and we're going to correct them according to grammar, style, punctuation, or whatever advised by your supervisor. So the most important thing here is to free up your mind. It doesn't mean, it means that you are not going to care about whether these sentences, these paragraphs are related or not. This is the first step. The second step, we are going to revise them in whatever we want. See, this is a kind of a free writing. You can write whatever you want as if in your daily routine in your classroom, and then you're going with your friends, going to correct the writing of the lectures, and to have something unique that can be based on what? On the next reading. The third technique we are talking today is mapping. One of the important techniques we use. Why? Because it is related to your mental ability, to your cognitive ability, to have maps or whips of ideas, and how much you are going to expand this which, whether for the first layer, second layer, third layer, means that you are going to have one step classification, two steps classification, etc. I want you to see these examples, these two pictures on this slide. See, they are very important. They are very nice. Let's say they are very illustrative. Students can classify the ideas into maps, into sun form, and they're going to expand them according to their mind. What comes to your mind? Again, I'm going to focus on this point. What comes to your mind, you're going to write them, and then you're going to have to revise them or to correct them. These three techniques related to brainstorming. So, I mean, the main important thing for them is to narrow down a topic. We want to narrow down a topic. Also, this is also another very focused, very, let us say, unique example, standard example of narrowing topic by using mapping. For example, we can classify the topic. We're going to say something about related to time, to category, to causes, reasons, structures, demographic situations, etc., etc. of these topics. So you need to what? To get ideas, classify the ideas, and then you're going to revise the ideas. Also, we can classify or to narrow down a topic according to what? To the 5 WH word questions: where, what, when, why, which, etc., etc. of situations. Here it is important to tell our students of the translation that you are not in a you are in a position to select the one you like. Also, the one you are able to go along with, and also the one that you have mastered according to your studying career. See, for example, suppose now the teacher give you the following examples. In your exams or in your writing, since you are going to write essays in this course, for example, demonstrate the process of narrowing down the following topics. It means like you have the following title, the following topic, and I call you to what? To narrow down this topic according to what? To the technique you write, whether to write an essay based on your free writing, or based on listing the main words, the main sentences, main phrases, and you're going to classify them to solve them according to the what is common, whether they are similar or whether they are different. For example, literature works. We're going to narrow literature works into novels, into poetry, into shorter stories, it's poems, it's poets, etc., etc. of these topics. Or department of translation. If someone asks you what is your translation department, how can you can answer? Maybe you can talk about, to narrow the topic, but about the building, about the teachers, the staff, about your friends, about the courses you are going, modules you are studying. So we have the way to narrow down our topic. It doesn't mean that you have to restrict yourself, since you have seen it here in this in the slide before, that I'm looking for where, when, which. No, you are going to narrow down the topic in the way you like, or musical instruments, or movies, or types of translation. You have studied within these 3 years, going to study different types of translation: scientific, literary, side translation, consecutive, or interpreting, etc., etc. So you should train yourself on to think of the possible ways that you are able to master on how to narrow a topic. This technique is very important. Again, this technique is very important. And you see that I mentioned more than once that you have to select, or to focus, or to write down what phrases, sentences that come directly to your mind. We call them keywords. So what are keywords? We are specific words or phrases or even sentences that capture the essence of your topic. Means that you are going to classify, for example, translation department, you are going to have more than one keyword, like building, like courses, like qualifications of students, or the staff member, the qualifications of the staff member. They are used to search for relevant information. We are going to use these since we are going to write about research or project, and to have, for example, in the last section of our research about grammatical problems in translation, stylistic problems in translation, cultural problems in translation, we are going to use these specific words or phrases and to use them as search words. Database, search engines, libraries. Also, try to select words that can help you in that are general, that can help you to reach as much as possible what sources. We're not going to think in the first step to think of very detailed words, very detailed specific words or phrases or sentences or keywords. No, we are looking for the general words, and these general words we are going to lead us where to the possible or more explanation, more expansion in our searching. Consider synonyms, suggestion, considers opposites, antonyms, and also consider related concepts or that can help you to broaden your search scope. This is for today, and we are going to look to see you for the next lecture. Thank you very much.